strange ripple in the air. It is not quite wind.
I knew you would sense it. It's the transmigration of life essences from one level of existence to the next.
Human souls?
No. Insects, birds, other creatures. The Abbey is a waypoint where the veil between planes is quite thin. During quiet times such as this, you can actually feel it happening. I didn't want you to miss it.
That was thoughtful of you to think of me, Doctor.
If I am anything, Hunter, it's full of thoughts. Maybe too many, swirling around in my head, crashing against each other in a chaotic cosmos of ideas that is the madness of my mind. Reminding myself that I'm just a small part of the whole of creation is a way I calm it. It also reminds us of what's at risk of vanishing completely if your mother gets her way.
Indeed.
But I have a feeling that with a life force like yours in play, that won't happen. I fear Miss Minoru is her own worst enemy.
How so?
She tries to take charge of the Midnight Suns, but she won't decide for anyone. For her, it must be a consensus before she trusts herself to move forward.
So? Most of us are blind to our faults. At least Nico is aware of hers.
Are you saying you could recognize your own tendencies towards self-destruction?
I rely on my companions to reveal what I cannot perceive.
Interesting. Should they ever present themselves, I shall. During my last meditation session, my thoughts turned to you, and I wondered if you had some wisdom to offer. I steered Earth's mightiest heroes through esoteric cataclysm and mystical strife before, but now I see myself dimmed in their eyes. With the loss of the Sanctum, is it possible that I am the last Sorcerer Supreme?
All your experience makes you a stable voice in unsettling times.
Yes, I held the fate of many in my hands, but the Midnight Suns don't trust me. The Avengers fear I am so fragile that a single misplaced comment would shatter me.
Leaders cannot always see the path ahead, and I still follow you.
1 out of 3 isn't bad. None of us wields control. We can only swim through chaos, gathering what we can preserve. My ego relished being the sole calm eye in the midst of unholy tempests. Now, perhaps I find all eyes, including my own, look to you. You remind me of the Ancient One. Or perhaps I must learn the same lesson over and over.
Can we trust Johnny Blaze? I'd like to believe we can.
I must confess the loss of the Sanctum Sanctorum has deeply affected my focus. For the first time in quite a while, I feel a sense of mourning. Sentimental, I know, but I cannot shake the sense that life as I know it has changed for the worse.
You are the Sorcerer Supreme. You can rebuild.
Your faith in my capabilities is misplaced, but appreciated. Tell me, Hunter, if Lilith's forces captured the Abbey, if they prevented your return home, what would you do?
Lilith does not belong in the Abbey. We kicked her out once. We would just do it again.
A confident boast, but Lilith's power far eclipses your own. How could you possibly evict her?
By relying on all of you.
I see. Thank you, Hunter. You leave me with much to consider. almost sent my astral form to cover more ground.
That means you were trying to ghost me?
I caution against speaking in modern vernacular as it rapidly evaporates from the pool of youthful lexicon. Then magic will say you are uncool. Ah, yes. Our last conversation afforded me valuable insight into my current state of being. Your continued confidence and honesty with me have rekindled some of my own belief in myself.
The Sorcerer Supreme is a role only one mortal in a generation can hold.
Fancy titles impress the illusion of rank upon the world, but that's all it is. A name for one who understands much, and yet so little at the same time. I am merely a man with a very useful set of skills who worked to fill a niche.
I will light a beacon every step of the way.
The doubt never crossed my mind. You have my gratitude, Hunter.
Perhaps the Sorcerer Supreme could conjure me up an ice cream cone?
Due to Stark's contractual obligations, I can only offer Avengers-themed flavors. Nobody needs the caloric marvel that is Hulka Hulka burning love. A single scoop is a meal unto itself. Hunter, no matter what the outcome of our struggle is, you have not given up on me. That is a bond that carries beyond words and worlds. Did Sarah ever tell you how we first met?
Let me guess. A friendly conversation in a library.
Eventually. But first, we faced each other in the Abbey grounds, prepared to do battle.
I cannot see the two of you as anything but old friends.
Our relationship is typically warm and collegial, except for that day when it was cold and martial. You see, I'd stumbled upon the Abbey despite its many wards. The stink of the Darkhold drew me to your resting place. As I attempted to locate that vile tome, Sarah nearly took my head off with magic as old as the world. She thought me a sorcerous scavenger come to exhume you.
Her opening strikes are rarely evaded. I'm glad her first salvo missed.
As am I. You are both wonderful company. I would hate to have missed out on it on account of death.
So how did your face-off end?
Agatha arrived, asked why we were standing with arms outstretched like fashionable zombies, and invited me in for tea.
This I can imagine.
One arched eyebrow ended a sorcerer's duel. For all my mystical mettle, Agatha was at times the strongest of us all. I shall fondly await our next outing. Thank you for the quality time, Hunter. It is a treasure to me. When you and I last stood here, we felt the transmigration of life essences leaving via the conduit that lies within the Abbey.
I recall. You referred to the Abbey as a waypoint.
Indeed, it is a place of respite, where weary souls may join together and reforge themselves anew, before the next step in their journey.
The magic of the Abbey lies in those who gather here, does it not?
That is a marvelous observation, Hunter. I had not considered this to be true, but then again, as I have learned, not all insight is mine to possess.
We will only fail if we try to stop the prophecy alone.
With such uncertainty ahead, whether we succeed or fail, I am glad to have met you, Hunter. Our destinies may not be as set in stone as we sometimes believe. Tell me, what do you believe is your fate?
My destiny is to destroy the Darkhold. It cannot be unwritten, and and it is not a good read, as Robbie would say, so I must remove it from this world.
I hoped we might avoid that scenario, but yes, I believe you are correct. Like all great grimoires, it contains powerful knowledge. And that is neither inherently good or wicked. But it is far too dangerous to exist in this world. Your uncertainties echoed my own, but allow me to help you as you helped restore my faith in myself. If a Sorcerer Supreme can fail at his duty and awaken to find new purpose, then perhaps the Darkhold, Chthon, Lilith are but veils that must be lifted from our eyes. Our destiny is never written by others who exist in this world, only by ourselves. I sense, perhaps, that the auspicious transmigration of life essences was a sign that our destinies may yet still change. Whatever comes for us, know that I stand by your side, no matter what.